Hello everybody, my name is the Piano Man and welcome back to devlog number 2 of creating my dream game. So last time on the devlog we created basic beginner art for the game and gave the boss its first attack, which if we go over here you can see, which you can now see is the little meteorites popping out from left to right here. So in today's devlog I'll be creating the rest of the attacks and updating a few things about the player. So to get this started off with, if you play this right here in this little thing, you can see that the projectiles in this square form are super hard to dodge. So to fix that, I'm going to change the player to, instead of a square, a circle. Alright, now that I've gotten it all set up, he's back in his circle form, and it should be looking a little bit easier to dodge here. Perfect, that is a little bit better. I might still make him a little bit smaller later, but for now this is good. So the next thing that we're going to do is make it so that these projectiles here, when they hit the player, they actually damage the player. So right now, if that hits me, my lives don't go down at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this block, I'm going to spike kind of player, overlap to the other spike kind of projectile, then I'm going to make it so that it'll damage the player and give him a few invincibility frames. So now she should be invincible for about 1 second. I also set up all this other code, so I'll show it to you now. So now, when you get hit, what happens is you become invincible for a second as you change colors like this. And if you get hit 3 times and you run out of all your lives, it's game over and you get sent back to the beginning of the fight. Like that, there we go. I'm going to change one thing about this, and that is that it goes through green and the ground is green. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go change the ground. Okay, so here all I've done is change the color to gray, so that when you get hit with these projectiles, when it goes through all the colors, it doesn't blend in with the background that much. Perfect. Next thing I'm going to do is work on all the other attacks and choose a type of theme for this boss. So I had the idea that since we already chose this ghost and we're doing a black and white background, it should be some sort of graveyard type of boss. So I'm thinking maybe he can be like the Grim Reaper or something similar to that. So for the second attack, I was thinking he can summon a grave out of the ground, and the grave will create zombies that go out and attack you. So I'm going to get started on that. Okay, so perfect. I think I've set it up, and right now I haven't attached anything, but after I fix this little line of code up here, it should be good to go. And right now I'm just going to take this little guy, shrink him down a little bit, make him just a little bit smaller, and then turn him into a scary graveyard zombie. So I'll be right back with that. Perfect, so now I've created this type of spooky zombie looking guy. Doesn't really matter what he looks like for now. So now I'm going to have it so that when the gravestone appears, the zombie guy that appears afterwards, right there, that guy, he's going to hunt down and chase the player. So now that we've got that worked out, now it should be perfect. So he will keep on spawning enemies from that grave. So right now the gravestone only spawns in the middle, and that's not good. So I'm going to have it so that it can spawn in pretty much any place except for where the player's at. So we're going to do this little thing right here. I'm going to cut off in a second, and I'll be right back when I have it all set up. Welcome back. So I have I've set up the grave so that it'll spawn away from the player, and then so right now the zombie still spawns in the middle. We're going to fix that in a second. The entire base of the game is you're going to start off in the overworld, right? It's going to be like a base, like a map and everything, and you're going to start off and there's 10, maybe 15 different bosses, and every time that you play it and you're going to get a boss at random, there's gonna be a set of bosses, and you're gonna get random ones every round. And so every time you beat a boss in that round, you're gonna get coins, which you can spend at the shop in between the rounds. So yeah, it's all set up now. That's the goal of the game, and the final boss is gonna always be the same. So this is gonna be one of the first bosses that I make. So it'll spawn that, and then I'll spawn the zombie. Perfect. It's exactly what I want. So then if you go over here, it should be that it'll spawn over there. Yes, it's perfect how it is. You also cannot walk into the graves. Alright, I'm back. I've polished up some of the stuff. So now it'll spawn a grave, and the zombie will follow you. Hold on. Okay, we've come across a problem here. So I had it so after this long, it destroys that one. So hold up. So that should have the problem solved. Let's watch. Perfect. So it'll spawn a zombie, and then appear over there. Then the gravestone might appear over the perfect. Working just as intended. So of course now we're going to set it to that the chances for the fight are equal. So now that we've implemented 2 attacks and you can get hit, I think we should make it so that you're able to hit the boss. So now I'm going to add a projectile firing system. The way this is going to work is going to be pretty simple. Every time you press the space bar or Q, you will fire out a little blast that can aim out and hit this guy, or it can hit the zombies. So what we're going to do is whenever you press the A button, which is also spacebar, we're going to create a projectile from you. So then we're going to make the little blast, just a little, I'm going to go to the gallery. Should be like a little shy of energy. Maybe I could do like, since you're, what are we again? We're just a little smiley face. He could shoot out hearts. Yeah, sure, let's have him shoot out hearts. This is what it looks like. Right now, it doesn't really do anything. All it does is fire out. So here's what it looks like so far. So now we're going to make it so that you can fire at the boss if you hit him, and you can also fire at the little zombie guys. So we're actually going to make a new kind of these zombie guys. We're going to call it zombie. Perfect. And so now whenever a sprite type of friend, we're going, oh, hold up, no. So whenever this one, the friend, hits a zombie, we're going to destroy both of them. Perfect. So we are going to destroy sprite and destroy other sprite. Good. The zombie gets created. We lure it up here, and we can fire at it. Perfect. Seems all well. I'm gonna make it so that the zombies' health, because like right now you can just like destroy them instantly. I'm gonna make the zombies' health a little bit more later. So right now I'm gonna up the zombies' health later. But for now we need to focus on the main thing that's the problem: destroying the boss. So right now the boss is pretty much invincible. Can't hit him with anything. He doesn't have any health bars. Speaking of health bars, we're gonna go to our handy dandy extensions and get a health bar set of blocks right here, status bar. Sorry, it can be a health bar. So we are going to attach a health bar to Mr. Ghostman, and then every time you hit him, it'll go down. So now if you want to fire at him, you can just fire at him and his health bar will slowly go down as he attacks you. In the end, I'm probably going to make him like move around a little bit, like just like back and forth. So right now that's it. And I'm going to add one more attack, and then I might see you in the next one. So, the last attack for today is going to be, since he's already doing all this undead stuff, I think what he should do is he could summon ghosts that instead of like him firing them at you, they come from like the bottom or maybe the side. It's going to be looking like kind of not really that spooky of a ghost. We're just going to go like this. Oh, so spooky. Ooh, it's a ghost. It's gonna get you. Gotta watch out for the ghosts, guys. Them are real. Seriously, like I was alone. I'm actually alone right now, and I heard a creak. It was probably just my dog, but my dog was like right next to me, so I don't know what it was. Super spooky. Don't talk about ghosts in the house, guys, or else they might just haunt you. Just like they'll haunt you if you don't hit that subscribe button. I'm so funny. I'm probably gonna edit this part out anyway. Here we go. So now, yep, the ghost guy will appear from randomly on what side. Seems all well and good, but right now that's a pretty easy attack to dodge. So we are going to send out multiple ghosts at once. Alright, so now I've set it up. So that when the ghosts come, they'll come like at like different increments. So we're gonna add a few more ghosts because right now it's not that many ghosts. Now there should be an entire fleet of ghosts coming at you. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Just a bunch of ghosts flying at you. Look at that. That's perfect. And so when he does the attack a lot of times in a row, it just looks like it's one big attack. So this entire time you're going to be firing at him. And you're going to have to move to where he is. It's going to be a little bit easier to hit him when I add the custom art. Because his sprite is going to be bigger. Perfect. So I think I'm going to end it for today. I think I'm going to end it right here. And I will see you in the next one. Remember, subscribe or else you're going to get haunted like this yellow smiley face fool. Right. See ya.